Hey everyone, Tom Cheswick here. If you ever had a great photo ruined by shiny or oily skin, this quick tutorial is for you. I'm going to show you how to remove shine instantly using the Retouch4Me plugin. It's fast, easy, and super natural. And as a bonus, I'll show you Photoshop's new and improved remove tool in action. Let's jump in and make these portraits look flawless. Retouch4Me is having their Halloween sale. And if you use my link below, you're going to save 35% off all their tools. Before we get into it, let me show you some of my zombie shots that I did in the last week to get ready for Halloween. First, we have our zombie slayers. This was a fun outdoor shoot. If you want to see how I did these images, leave a comment below. And then I had a zombie dancer in studio, and she did an amazing job with the makeup. So no special effects, that's applying her own makeup. But let's get back to Mattifier and how great it is to remove shine. So here's an image that I took for the Glendale Community College cheerleaders. Yes, it was a tough job, but somebody had to do it. Here's an example of a shoot where I was set up for individual photos and we did a quick grouping. So we have to improve some of the light because it wasn't really set for a group. You'll notice the fall off with the bright side being left and the fall off on the right side. So let's correct that and then we'll do some retouching. This was taken with my Canon RP. Camera was set to ISO 200 using a 50mm lens at f8 to make sure everyone is in focus. Also, since I wasn't sure how they were going to use the image, f8 is a great aperture setting to do cutouts. We're in Lightroom Classic. I am going to hit the letter D for develop. So now that we're in the develop pane, let's bring up the exposure. And for now, I'm concentrating on the two cheerleaders on the left side. All right, and I was about a full stop underexposed. It shows that even professionals working under super fast conditions will make mistakes. So next step, let's balance out the lighting. Again, the main light is on camera left, so the two cheerleaders on the far right are a little bit underexposed. I'm going to start out with a gradient mask and bring that exposure up. And now all look evenly lit, but we'll notice that the background got quite a bit brighter on that side as well. So that's an easy fix. We're just going to go to our mask, click on one of the three dots, and look for intersect. And we're going to intersect that with the subjects. So what intersect did was where the cheerleaders and the gradient matched, that's where the effect of the mask is. So you can see that with the overlay. I'm going to fine tune this a little bit by just reducing the saturation on this. Sometimes when you add exposure, it bumps the saturation a bit, and everything else looks good. So the easiest fix right now would be to go into crop and come in a little bit on each side and call it a day. But I want to show you the new and improved remove tool as well. So let's get rid of this crop and open this up in Photoshop. So I'm going to right click on the image, go to edit in, and this will use open as a smart object in Photoshop. Now that we're in Photoshop, I'm going to go up to filter, camera raw filter, I think I'm going to bump the shadows up a little bit. Things are still looking a little dark on the shadow side. So this looks awesome. Next, let's take a look at the Remove tool. For this, you can right-click on the tool icon, and you want to make sure you have the Remove tool selected. And then I'm going to paint over the distracting areas. And we'll go over this side as well. And try not to get the elbow in. So that was before and after. So a couple things you want to make sure on the Remove tool. You want to make sure the mode is either set to may use generative AI for something like this, or make sure AI is on. Also, what is amazing is the Remove tool no longer uses your Adobe credits. All right, so we have the base image looking really good. Going to hit Z and zoom in just a little bit. So these cheerleaders were amazing. They were at the Glendale Community College helping out at a workshop for the students. So they were doing their dance moves and cheers and all sorts of things. So they definitely have a healthy shine to their skin. But you'll see the same type of look if you're using on-camera flash at an event like a wedding or a bar or bat mitzvah or convention photography, any type of event where you're using on-camera flash, this is the problem that you're going to face. Shine. Whether it's oily skin or just a small flash reflecting off the skin, it's something that takes a lot of work to correct using traditional tools like the clone stamp tool or the healing brush or patch tool. So while traditional methods can get you a great look, it is going to take lots of time. What I love using is the plugins from Retouch4Me. I have quite a few of them, but let's concentrate just on Mattifier first. So I'm going to uncheck those and hit Retouch. And you can see the amazing job that it does on that shine. Looking at the foreheads and the shines on their face, on necks, even on the arms, just how great of a job Retouch4Me does. And again, that's the Mattifier plugin. If you want to take a quick look at the 4 plugins I use for my retouch, let's get rid of this. And we'll go back into the Retouch4Me panel. This time I'm going to turn on Heal, Mattifier, Dodge, and Burn, and Portrait Volumes. And when we click a retouch, it's going to do it in the perfect order as well. And we can look at before and after, and you can see just what an awesome job it did. And if for some reason it goes overboard and you want to remove part of the retouching, that is super easy as well. So let's say, for example, these little moles here, if we want to bring those back, all we have to do is add a mask, grab a brush, the letter B, hit X so we are painting with black to conceal. And I have my opacity at 50, flow at 100, and I'm going to make sure I change my mode back to normal. And you would just kind of go over the areas that you want to bring back. And then you can click on and off to see before and after. And that's how you can quickly fix, shine, and polish your portraits with Retouch4Me Mattifier and Photoshop's updated Remove tool. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment with your favorite retouching plugin, and don't forget to subscribe for more quick photo tips and tutorials. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.